Live. We live. I'm on my laptop right now. So I'm gonna talk to y'all while I press this little logo on my son's shirt. I just got done actually printing t-shirts. I mean pressing details printing transfers. I'm supposed to be shipping out tomorrow. So I'm finna take this shirt. What's good? What's good, live? And I'm finna press it. And I'm finna talk to y'all about some of the pros and the cons of what I learned about DTL printing. All right, I can start off by saying DTL printing is amazing and I love it. Um, the only thing is, for a lot of people out there, like converting these Epson printers, you're gonna run into a lot of problems. But if you one of those persons that know how to like fix their own stuff, like just try their best to fix it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, big boy? I just got done doing these prints. I had to do like 32 plus 20, and I got three other orders to catch up to. So I've been busy just printing. But since I'm done and I'm waiting on more ink, because I done ran out of ink, y'all. Look, big boy, look at the white ink, man. I ain't got no more white ink, big boy. Now you gotta send me something, man. But anyway, yeah, man. So what I learned about detail, bro, you just gotta have patience. It's a lot of things that you're gonna run into, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all. And I got a best solution for y'all out here about when it comes down to like the paper. When you trying to feed your paper through the feeder, and sometimes they don't want to go through. Well, I got a solution that may help y'all. I ain't gonna say it tonight, but if you want to know more about it, just hit me up on TikTok, JR Custom Prints, Facebook, or you can go on my Facebook group, the Plug on Print. I'm always in up posting, and I'm always in all the detailed groups out there. So yeah, with that being said, but anyways, y'all got a solution where the paper gonna catch 99, I'll say 95% of the time. When it comes to converting these printers, you're gonna run into that with certain printers. I got the Epson 1430. I have a friend that got the Epson 1400, and he having a problem with the feeder. With that, it's all up to you and how you do that. When you put that paper in there, I ain't gonna tell y'all my stuff, but I'm gonna break it down to y'all so y'all can understand about detail print. Because some people just give up. So you can't give up. I was gonna give up. I wanted to break my printer. I'm calling people, and people like they telling me a little bit, but they ain't helping me. To my best. So I'm doing my research and I can't find nothing on it. So it's just like you gotta have a mind. If you got a mind to think, okay, if your printer doing something weird, you just look at it. Look at the movement in the paper feeder. You got that big gray wheel that's set right there. A lot of people say you put alcohol on it and all that, but I'm gonna just spread the word. You know what I'm saying? This gonna help y'all right here. So basically, I got. Let me see if I'm on the laptop. Okay. So basically, y'all see I got my paper back here, right? Okay. This transfer right here is a transfer that I'm using, right? And we're going to turn this on the shiny side, right? And when we put this on the shiny side, right, then you're going to get another transfer, and you're going to hold it. You're going to put it right there, right? And sometimes you might get the little orange button right there because the paper feeder, it don't go all the way through. It might just come all the way out. So my best solution right here, I'm going to tell y'all. So basically, when you press this button, it's going to read the printer, and then it's going to open up down here at the bottom. I can't because I'm on the laptop. It's going to open up at the bottom. Soon as it open at the bottom, you're going to drop it, and it's going to go right through every time. Sometimes it's not going to go, but 95% of the time it's going to go. I found this solution out today because I was going through hell. I'm going to show y'all. Look, I messed up so. Oh, I'm stepping on it. I messed up so many transfers, from different teams learning about DTL. So, we're gonna run into ink smurf. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna run into problems like this. Well, when you get to the last part, sometimes the ink go to smurf. And if you look right here, it don't take a rocket science. This is supposed to be an 11 by 17, right? So what happened was when I put it in the printer, you know, sometimes you'll get ink and all that up here on the film. So I just cut it off so it's not the full 11 by 17. But you see, if you look right here, the image, if I would have pushed this image up a little more before I print it, this would have never happened at the bottom. The only reason why this happened because when you got this going through the printer and it's pushing through the rollers, right? So when they get to the end right here and you take all your wheels out and you get to the end, this right here is gonna kind of like move the opposite way and it's gonna make you smear your inks when you get to the last because you at the last of it. So it's just like it don't have nothing to hold. So always just remember that, you know. But this won't happen if you're using the 11 by 17. Also, I want to tell y'all about. Let me roll me a blunt while I'm doing this. You know, I like to break it down to y'all. Another thing I want to tell y'all about. So, I ran into a problem where my printer was stopping in the middle of a print. And I'm going to tell y'all why this happened. This happened just because. Can y'all hear me, by the way? Okay, can y'all hear me? Let me know something. Throw a thumb up or something, because I don't want to be talking to myself. But anyways, so what I learned, hold on, y'all. I know I got to remember, because I kind of throw them out. So what I learned, when you're using your DTF printer and you running it from the Bluetooth, all right. So when you're running your DTF printer and you running it directly through the Bluetooth, that's where you make a mistake at. Because I learned this myself. Nobody didn't teach me. I just learned this myself just by, you know, going through problems and learning new things about printers. So when it comes to that, y'all know I always, like I said, I always get lost. So y'all just bear with me, but I'm going to break it down to y'all. So when it comes to DTF printing, like I was saying, and all this, right? Hold on. I'm trying to get my joint rolled up. Stay with me. I'm going to break it down to y'all, though. Got to get my tobacco rolled up. So, yeah, like I was saying, so you're going to have problems with that feeder. You're going to have problems if you don't use the hard wire. I'm going to show you the hard wire because my printer kept stopping in the middle of the print. And this right here saved my life because I noticed when I plugged, because I was running it from the network, you know what I'm saying? So it's running from Bluetooth and it's running from the wireless. So it's kind of like Catalink. Sometimes if your internet connection go out, Catalink gonna stop in the middle of a process. It's just simple as that. I done had it happen to me 1,000 times, like since I started. And the only reason that happened is just because I wasn't using the hard wire. So I discovered that. So now that saved me from having to turn it off and let it come through. And then you look, I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna show you. Let me show y'all what it look like in the middle of a print. Cause I got so many different transfers over here, so much stuff. I'm gonna just show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm gonna break it down to y'all so y'all know. Some of this paper on. Okay, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. So if you look right here, I was definitely mad. It's kind of messed up now because I started on the floor, but it wasn't like this. Just imagine you printing and you get halfway right here and your printer stops. It's only stopping just because you're running it from your Bluetooth and your wireless internet. Sometimes the connection go up and down, so it's just the same thing with using Wi-Fi. So always remember to use your hard wire. You might have to go in Catalink. I'm gonna show y'all that next. You're gonna have to go in Catalink, and you're gonna have to go in there, right? And once you go in Catalink, you're gonna adjust your settings to whatever you want, you know. So when you go into that Catalink, let me dump this. Bear with me. Bear with me, y'all. It's been a long, long day. Like I say, I woke up early this morning to start printing. I got right to it. I've been doing this. I've been here for like 2 or 3 days in this one spot printing. I'm gonna show y'all some transfers. So another thing that I ran into when I first started, I was carrying them right, and I know they got to be a certain way, you know. So I'm gonna tell y'all if you're using the heat press out here like me, put that motherfucker up to 450, right? When you put that motherfucker up to 450, you're gonna set that transfer right on there, right? And see, I got the swing away. You know what I'm saying? I got the swing away. So when I swing it, right, swing it out the way, be careful. You don't want to you can get burn holes in your transfers. I'm gonna show you how that too. So when you swing that heat press, right, you set that thing down on the, make sure however whatever heat press you got, just be careful when you're doing this. And you don't want to really, you want to make it low, but don't make it too low because sometimes I notice the because I have a Teflon sheet on my heat press. Sometimes it'll catch on to it and just grab it, and your transfer will be like stuck up under your damn heat press. So yeah, just always just take a look, you know what I'm saying, up under it, just to make sure your transfer is not actually touching, you know, because that'll mess your transfer up, and also you don't want to burn your transfer. A lot of people say 2 or 3 minutes, all this. I studied this myself. I had it at 450. 1 minute, and by the time I put that transfer on for 450, and I let that thing heat up, the 1 minute still be running. So I don't even need the full 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? Because when I take that 450, it's gonna cure the whole thing so quick. Like I'm talking about, I'm gonna show y'all. It's like an orange peel. Like I'm talking about, you're gonna know it's ready because your powder not gonna be soft. Your powder gonna be a solid, nice color, and you don't want to burn your transfer. I had burnt one of my transfers. I'm gonna show you, but it ain't really affect the transfer though. You know, it ain't look you look at it, it still look good. But I didn't even send it to the client. I was supposed to be shipping out tonight. In the back, I don't know if y'all see, because I'm on a computer, but it kind of got burnt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I can tell is because it looked a little yellow a little bit. Not too much, but I didn't send out one. But you know, so you're gonna run into those type of problems. So like I say, somebody hit me up today and was asking me, "Oh, you using the heat press, bro? Tell me the settings, bro. I'm gonna send my damn oven back. Send your oven back, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, but also the ovens are good, but you know they are not big. If you printing big, then you can't do it. So you know, either use your heat press or find something else. I'm gonna tell you something else I ran into. So by me doing all this DTF transfers, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else. So by me doing all these transfer on my heat press, when it's time to press the shirt, and you put your shirt on there, you give it its final press before you put the transfer on there. Always make sure you go up under there and check up under your heat press and just wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? Because some of that powder will be left up under there. You know what I'm saying? And when you press your shirt, it's gonna be on your shirt. So just be aware of that too, because it came to a time where I was using my heat press before I started heat detail printing, and I didn't have to worry about that, you know, unless I was sublimated. But other than that, when you carrying your detail transfer, you're gonna have powder sometimes up under there. So just wipe it so it don't get on your shirt. All right. So y'all want to know another problem? Waste tank reset. Yes, I ran into a waste tank reset. Yes, I'm gonna break it down to y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff that people forgot to tell y'all. So I hope y'all paying attention, man. These are all facts. Yes, sir. My opinion. So look, when it comes to the waste tank, so basically, I found this solution out. When you add an external waste tank to the printer to make the ink run out from the container, okay, I'm gonna just break it down to you. Epson printers are not made for conversion. So once you get those flashing lights, it's like two orange lights, they'll be flashing like consistency. And if you ever run into that, it's because your waste tank thing is full. And Epson is reading your printer as in it's overfilled. So all the ink, that was coming through the printer, they thinking that your printer is going to overflow. So basically, they telling you to throw your printer away. But this is the thing: when you added your waste tank, that's what made the ink come out and go into a whole different environment, so it don't goes into your printer. But once those lights come on, it's basically saying you're done. But they got other ways around that. So type in wick reset. Find your printer. Follow the instructions. Very simple. You get the reset one time. Trial version. They put it up to 80% for you. After you run out of that, you got to buy a key each time. And I'm gonna do a video on Catalink, and I'm gonna do a video on all that, so y'all understand. But yeah, you're gonna have to buy keys. See, they ain't telling me that when I got into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nobody say nothing about buying no keys to reset that waste tank. They just telling you that you could reset it, but they ain't telling you gotta pay for it. 2 keys is like $5. 3 keys, I think. Yeah, 3 keys like $10, and it goes on and up. Like 25 or something like 50, it's 100. It goes on and up. So if you ever run into those flashing lights on your DTL printer, most of the time it's your waste tank counter. You gotta reset that because they don't know that you converted this printer to keep printing. I learned that myself and just doing a little study and just using my head. Okay. So also, I'm gonna tell you another thing I ran into. My boy, he got the Epson 1400, and he just converted his, right? He ran into the problem where he had to flash and reset light, and we thought it was the waste tank, so we was trying to reset it, and it wouldn't reset. Come to find out, after we was just trying all these different ways, the printer wasn't never working. He had it's on my 1430. All printers gonna have an open door. But on the 1400, you have to have your door closed because it's coming out directly through the middle. So make sure you always close that little door because you have sensors in there that actually hit it, and it's gonna close and let you know that you're ready to print. So that's something that I ran into. Now, when it comes to maintenance a DTF machine, it don't take nothing but common sense. Just think about dry paint. You know what I'm saying, for a second. And if you was painting and you left paint out, what would it do? It would dry out, right? Okay. A lot of people just gonna save y'all some time for having to keep doing cleaning. Because every time you do a cleaning, that's adding to your waste, your counter. So for you to reset it, so you have to purchase another key in order to reset it. So I came out with this right here. So if you don't want to, I know it's in the back. There's my garage on that side. So, like I was saying, you're gonna run into problems, but you gotta be ready for these problems. So back to what I was saying, I'm almost done rolling up, and then I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna just tell y'all some more stuff that I ran into. Make sure you remove all your wheels, because you're gonna run into problems where the rollers roll on your ink. Also, what I had to learn about detail printing, it's gonna use a lot of white, so you gotta be prepared for that. But it's all about setting your colors and your white base. That's really what it is. But when it comes to the maintenance, you're gonna get you a syringe and you're gonna get you a long tool, right? That's the maintenance part. And when you're done detail printing, like right now, I got my cartridges out. I don't leave my cartridges in. I just don't leave my cartridges in my printer. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done printing, take them out, and I'll just set my cleaning cart in. They already be full. I get my napkin, spray my stuff on there, my cleaning solution, fold it, set it inside the middle, slide that print head over it, and just let it sit. When you get up in the morning, all you gotta do is slap your cartridges back in, and it's gonna automatically do it's gonna do its little thing, warm up, and you can go right to print, man, every time. I never had a problem where I came in and had to do this many print head tests after the fact that I found out about the reset. So, just always keep your ink full, always check them after a couple prints. You wanna make sure you're white. Now, it's because that white, you're gonna use a lot of white when you detail printing because it's white base. My white gone right now, but I got all my other colors, but I still got this, but all my white gone. So what I'm saying, look at this ball. Look at the ball. Oh, the girl calling me, y'all. Hold on. So you're gonna run into I'm on live, on YouTube live. So y'all gonna run it, you good? Y'all gonna run into some problems when it comes to detail printing. I'm gonna tell y'all some more stuff. And I'm basically making this video just to help people out there that have not been through the things that I've been through. So maybe I can help y'all a little bit. while we here, I got my heat pressed up, and we're gonna print a transfer onto a shirt. What is it? I already printed it. It's been printed about a week ago. So we're gonna put that on the shirt, and I'm gonna talk to y'all some more, and let y'all know some more. You know, yeah, like I was saying. So when it comes down to that, you're gonna run into problems. But if you know you got a mindset to fix it, it's gonna always work. And now, I don't know nothing about this transfer, so you know, I'm gonna use this transfer though. Like I say, this was a transfer that I already had. And if y'all want to know where I get my stuff, my supplies and stuff from, I've been using Kingdom BTF, but I'm thinking about switching from them. I got another load coming in, transfers and powder from DTF Superstore. So I can give you guys an update, you know, the difference and who I think is better because different. Yeah, it was worth all the trouble because I'm consistency getting people. Like I have so many people like reaching out to me about transfers, reaching out to me. They need football shirts. Like it's crazy, you know. And I never think that I had this much customers. Like last night, my printer had messed up and it had a fatal enroll. And I told my wife, I was like, well, it look like I'm done. Did a little research and went back in there to check. Right? Come to find out, I left the when I sprayed the solution on the paper inside it in the printer, I left it inside the printer. So when I turned it on, it's just like it made a whole like I can't explain it to you, but it was a code, and I thought the printer was done. So when I found out I got it back up and running, I was so